Alright. Hey guys, it's me, Gabby. I know I haven't posted a vlog in a little while, but I've been working on a lot of different projects lately, and I've been kind of busy, so I just want to let you know what I was up to, and it'll kind of get, I guess, into what I decided to make this video about. So let's see, what have I been doing this last week? Well, I've been working a lot with my quartet. We just recorded a brand new music video. It's really fun. It's of a piece that I arranged myself, which I worked really hard on, and I can't share what the song is yet, but I'm really excited about it. I'm really proud of the work we've done on it, and it makes me really happy just because it's something I personally put a lot of time and energy into. Anyways, so yeah, I was doing that. Let's see, what else was I doing? Before that, I was in Mexico for a week. I don't know if for any of you who follow me on Instagram, well, I mean, I only have 30 subscribers here, so I don't know if any of you actually follow me on Instagram, but I documented that while I was there. I was going to visit some family there, but another big reason why I actually ended up being there was because I went to go see a doctor. Yeah, I went to go see a doctor to treat my eczema. So for those of you who don't know, I have had eczema since I was a kid. Now, how does my story of me having eczema have anything to do with this channel? Eczema has caused me a lot of stress in my life. I've gotten very painful red rashes, very itchy a lot of time, and it used to be really bad when I was a kid, but now as I've grown into adult, it's slightly more manageable, but you know, every once in a while I break out into really bad rashes, and I get very self-conscious about it. A lot of the cause of my eczema nowadays as an adult comes from stress, because I get very stressed out and overwhelmed. Now, the past 2 months, before I started this vlog channel, really, I was kind of feeling lost. I really wasn't sure what I was going to do. I had just come out of a big audition. Well, for me, it was a big audition. I was auditioning for Music Academy of the West. I didn't make it in. So, hey, lovey, happens sometimes. After that audition, I felt like I wasn't very good because I felt like I was incompetent playing certain excerpts. There's certain excerpts in the clarinet world when you're auditioning for orchestra that you just kind of have to know, and it wasn't that I didn't know them either, it was just I wasn't as good as the people who have been taking auditions, winning auditions, just doing well in general, and that made me really self-conscious too. And you know, all these stressors caused me to have these really bad rashes, and the stress would come out through my skin. I came out of that audition feeling lost. I didn't know what to do. I felt bad because I was poor. I didn't have a lot of money. It wasn't like I could go out and continue auditioning to these other orchestras, even though I wanted to for some of them, but it's just been so hard, and you know, feeling anxious about my career and not knowing what direction I'm gonna go on, it brings me a lot of stress, and I start itching myself like that. So anyways, and at one point my eczema got so bad, and my mom was like, you know what, your aunt in Mexico, she goes to see this homeopathic doctor, why don't you give it a try? And I knew I would kind of be free, and it kind of worked out, I guess, when I went. But anyways, and so the end of that Mexico trip was a little stressful because the medicine caused me to break out in a really bad rash. The rash got so bad to a point where I thought I had an allergic reaction to something because it was so terrible, and I got really self-conscious, and you know, it's just been an ongoing battle with stress. So then this past weekend, I just said, screw it. I escaped for the weekend. I left for a day to Fullerton, and I went to go hang out with some friends from Fullerton that I hadn't seen in a long time. It was really fun. And then afterwards I went to LA Pride to go celebrate with some of my friends in the LGBT community. You know, the time I had that weekend that I spent just letting myself go, and I feel now coming back to today, getting back in my grind, working out, I just felt like things are, it's only been recently that finally things are starting to fall into place for me. I feel like with my goals and certain things I want, and I struggled a lot through those past 2 months after my audition. And let me take that back. It's been more like 3 or so months. So but I felt like the past 2 months for sure I just felt like a constant struggle. That's when I felt like I really noticed myself that I was struggling. But anyways, those past 2 months, I just felt like I was really struggling a lot with my goals and feeling like I couldn't accomplish anything. Or there was a whole week I didn't even practice. And actually I found out it was more stressful to not practice that whole week than to just let it go and take the time off. I felt bad, and when I started practicing again after that week, I felt much better, but then I was also letting other things go, and so it was really hard for me to balance my life. So it hasn't been until recently, since I've gotten back from the trip, I feel like I'm really getting back into my groove, getting back on the grind, being productive. I feel focused, and so yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. It's so easy sometimes to get boggled down by the weight of the world and bad feelings and depression and things that get you down, but the moral of the story, I guess, for me is just to stick through it and fight through whatever you're going through. It may seem bad now, but it does get better. Everything gets better. I have a history of major anxiety and depression. So there's some days it was just hard enough for me to get out of my bed and brush my teeth and take a shower. But, I still got up and tried. And, as long as you put a little effort to everything every day, things will change and things will get better and you'll accomplish the things that you want to do. And there's times you're going to lose focus, but just keep going. Just put a little bit every day, a little energy every single day. And so I feel like since I started doing that, I was able to get out of that slump. And so, yeah. And, part of the reason why I made this channel in the first place was because I needed to release the things that were inside me. I'm the type of person that bottles up things a lot inside myself, and I'm very good at not sharing how I feel with other people, but as a result, I suffer from other things. I get rashes in my skin, I'm mentally bogged down, I feel so depressed that I can't even focus, and it's not good. And I needed to figure out a way to release that, and so I'm really glad I have this channel and I get to share my story with you. And I hope that whoever's watching this, whoever decides to take the time to watch this first, I really appreciate for whoever is watching, but I hope the people who take the time to watch this learn something from my story. They can feel like they can relate to someone if they're going through a hard time. It's okay. I'm still going through a hard time, I guess, but you know what? There's a saying that I always like to follow after. It never gets easier, you just get better. And I feel like, it's still getting harder for me, but I'm getting better at how to deal with everything. So sometimes it's important just to embrace the journey that you're on, and as hard as the process can be to try and figure out what you want to do with your life, figure out your goals and dreams and stuff, sometimes you just have to sit back and embrace what life is throwing at you and take one thing at a time. And, through that journey, you're gonna find yourself much easier as long as you stick with it and keep with it. So yeah, don't give up. Thanks so much for watching. Stick around. I'm gonna be releasing a lot of new stuff on this channel. Let me know what you'd like to hear from me. I've gotten a few comments from people about some things they'd like me to talk about, and so I'm gonna start thinking of videos to incorporate those ideas in. So yeah, thanks so much.